the 9th of February 2023. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. I am the chair of the panel and my name is Amy Stewart. Joining me today, Heather Wharton as expert members and the community representative is Peter Ryan. Today we have 2 people registered to address the panel. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes. Any extension of time will be at my discretion as chair. After hearing from the speakers, the public meeting will be closed and the panel will deliberate and make our decision. The minutes of the panel's decisions, including our reasonings, will be available on the Council's website as soon as possible after the public meeting. You should be aware that the panel meetings are recorded and the audio recordings will be uploaded to Council's website. Each member of the panel has been asked prior to the meeting to advise whether they have any conflict of interest to declare in relation to the item on today's agenda, and I can confirm that no conflicts of interest have been declared. So straight to the first item, which is the development application for 169 Rainbow Street, Randwick, and we have an objector, Dr. Martin Sterling. Are there, Mr. Sterling? Yes. You're on mute at the moment.
Thanks for your time. So just so you know, so with me is my partner Janine, who is the co-owner. We just wanted to address 1 or 2 topics regarding this development. Really, these are quite narrow plots, and the development in terms of vertical altitude is slightly above the properties that surround it below it in terms of street numbers 32 Bunnock Lane, 34 and 36. So really physically, the concern is that the noise travels quite considerably into the properties that surround this particular development. And that's our chief concern is the acoustics and the resulting disturbance that could result and impact on our quality of lives. I must stress, I'm not speaking on behalf of those properties, but certainly they would experience a similar impact. Now, also I'd like to give my partner the opportunity to speak in the remaining minute and a half.
Hi.
So can I say before you start, could I have your name, please, because you weren't registered?
Janine Sterling. I was registered. I did send an email yesterday, but they said we're going to share the speaking time.
Okay, thank you. You're not on my list then. Yes.
Yeah. So personally, the impact on me working from home and studying from home with the acoustics and the swimming pool being located right beside our home and the outdoor living area right beside our home within half a metre of our boundary is significantly impacting to my work life and our living life. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. And my concern with the deck means that there will be more outdoor living and more impact. There's a dog that runs around the pool barking, and there's children that shout and scream. I'm sure if my children shouted and screamed right beside their neighbours' windows, there would be a significant impact to those neighbours. And yet with the swimming pool, that seems to be okay. And we had no opportunity to say anything about the development of the swimming pool. It was all done through complying development. So we are impacted already by the changes that have taken place in the last 3 months. And our lifestyle is significantly impacted.
Thank you. Any questions?
Can I just ask, you've said children shout and scream. Is that when they're using the pool, or is it from the deck behind the house?
So it's from beside the pool. The pool is within half a metre of the boundary, and our house and our office is within 2 metres of that boundary. So we're 2 metres away. The office space, the workspace and our bedrooms are less than 2 metres from the swimming pool.
So the point being, it's the point being is that we are concerned about an escalation of noise with a further development of, additional outdoor sort of living space.
Right, you realise that the pool is already approved and built. It's not part of this application.
Yes, we're not questioning that, of course not. The point being, we note that this proposed development presents an increase of and potential escalation of noise disturbance. That is our concern, because we are already have been impacted by the CDM from the pool, and we understand that. So we're just expressing our concern about further impact, as it were.
All right, and the proposal we're dealing with is actually the existing patio being rebuilt more or less with a concrete slab floor and 2 side walls and the storage room underneath. So it's more or less in the same location as the existing back deck.
But with the roof on, the sound gets channeled because it's above the ground level and it's at our bedroom level, which is on level 2. We can hear things on the balcony continuously anyway. So with a roof on, that channels that noise even more towards us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And then the applicant, on behalf of the applicant, we have Mr. Mark Archer.
Good afternoon, Mark Archer on behalf of 169 Rainbow Street. I'd just like to say in response to Dr. Martin Sterling and Janine, the comment that there would be an increase in noise, I think is incorrect. And in my view, the noise would be lessened by the putting on of the roof and sort of brick side to that deck. The deck exists now and it's fully used. It's an old deck and it's sort of not quite falling down yet, but it's definitely on its last legs. So there is a replacement of the actual decking needed just to keep it sustain it to being something we can use. I take what my neighbours say with regards to the noise, and we're very conscious about the dog, and we're very conscious about the kids, and understand that you work closely to that. But it's our backyard, and what we're trying to do is to have a living space that we can use, where we 100% very mindful of the neighbours, but in sort of putting this DA application it is essentially to I would have thought minimise any of the noise, because it is more sort of 4 walls around and sort of shutters around the actual deck area. We sort of in putting the CDC and the sort of request to council to remove the tree, all these things we've done, we believe we've done in compliance with the necessary steps, and not in any way underhanded in our approach to doing this. We believe we're following the correct process. Comfortable to have a conversation with regards to noise and dog and things like that outside of this forum, but with regards to the objections, I don't necessarily understand those objections with regards to essentially replacing the existing deck with a more secure, sturdy, robust deck with walls and a roof. Nothing else to add, but more than happy to sort of take questions from the group.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes, I have one coming out of the objectors' concerns. If the panel were to require the acoustic insulation on the underside of the new roof, would you agree to a condition of that kind to try and minimise the reflection of noise down to their properties?
No problem at all. That's fine. I'd be more than happy to do that to reduce the what potentially could be the noise coming from that. Yeah, definitely can get some either a sound engineer's report, or probably the cheaper option is just to put in some insulation, some soundproofing there, just to reduce that noise. More than happy to undertake that.
Right, so they're the speakers, and that concludes the public meeting. As I said in my opening, the meeting will now be closed and the panel will adjourn to consider this item. And our decision and our reasons for decision will be placed in council's website. So thank you very much for attending, and the public meeting is concluded at 12 minutes past 1.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks all. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.